In the third meditation, Descartes arrived at a remarkable conclusion. God exists, and because God is perfect, he cannot be a deceiver. The terrifying possibility of the evil demon begins to disappear, but a new mystery immediately takes its place. If a perfect God created me, why do I make mistakes? Why do I believe things that later prove to be false? If truth comes from a perfect creator, where does error come from? At first glance, it seems obvious. If God created everything, then surely God created my ability to make mistakes. But Descartes rejects this conclusion. A perfect being cannot be the source of deception. The problem must lie elsewhere. Descartes discovers that the human mind possesses two remarkable powers. The first is the intellect. It allows us to understand ideas, but its knowledge is limited. The second is the will. It allows us to choose, to affirm, to deny, to judge, and unlike our understanding, our will seems almost limitless. Error does not occur because God deceives us. Error occurs because we judge too quickly. We often make decisions before we fully understand. Our will extends further than our knowledge. We claim certainty where certainty has not yet been earned. Imagine an archer shooting into thick fog. The bow works perfectly, the arrow is well made, but the target cannot be seen. Missing the mark is not the fault of the bow. It is the result of shooting before seeing clearly. So it is with the human mind. Descartes does not believe freedom causes error. Freedom is one of humanity's greatest gifts. The problem is how we use it. We are free to suspend judgment. We are free to admit, I do not yet know. Error begins when we pretend certainty where none exists. The safest path is not to believe less. It is to judge more carefully. Whenever our understanding is incomplete, we should withhold judgment. Patience becomes a philosophical virtue. Meditation 4 transforms Descartes' project. Doubt is no longer a permanent condition. It becomes a tool, a discipline, a way of protecting ourselves from error. Knowledge grows not by rushing to conclusions, but by refusing to judge beyond what reason clearly reveals. More than 3 centuries later, Descartes' warning feels surprisingly modern. We live in an age of constant information. Opinions spread faster than evidence. Certainty is often performed before understanding is achieved. Descartes reminds us that wisdom sometimes begins with 4 simple words, I don't know yet. The foundation is becoming stronger. Descartes now trusts that a perfect God is not deceiving him. He understands why human beings fall into error. Yet one question remains. Can reason reveal the essential nature of things? Can the mind discover truths that do not depend on the changing senses? In the 5th meditation, Descartes will return to mathematics, essence, and present a second argument for the existence of God. The reconstruction of knowledge continues.